what I would do is we would get I'm just being real. We would get a hotel when we first went out there. We get a hotel for 3 days. I would knock out the first room, the restroom, and the kitchen on one side of the mobile home, and I would make it look fresh, and I would disinfect it, clean it up, and then what I would do is we would live in that mobile home, basically rent free, and until I fixed the other half. I would get a blow up bed, and I would fix the other half of the mobile home, and then we would sell it.
All right, everybody, this is Kelly from Hills Deals and Wheels Mobile Home Investing, course available on Vimeo. And I always say I got a special guest, but today is really special because I got my students. I got two of my students here, husband and wife, Joe and Tina. And I tell you what, sometimes I'll be messing up people's names, but if I mess up y'all name, I need to be shot because that's my mom and my brother's name. So I know I can't mess that
Right.
up. I know I can't mess that up. So Joe and Tina, thank y'all so much for being on here. Introduce yourself to everybody, if you would, please.
I'm Joe,
I'm Tina.
and we've been mobile home investing for about this will be the second year. We started at the beginning of last year, and yeah,
Here we are today.
here we are.
Okay. Okay. Now, Tina, you are a realtor, though, correct?
No, in California, I am, yes.
Okay. And where are you at now? California, or because you don't
Right
invest
now,
in California?
Right now, I'm in Texas.
You're in
I
Texas.
was in Georgia and then for a year, and then I came to Texas.
We're in El Paso now.
Oh, you're in El Paso. So, what do y'all do? Commute back and forth like I do, or what do y'all do?
Sometimes, yeah, we'll fly out or we'll drive out. I'll stay out there for about 3 weeks. Get the properties renovated, and then we usually just sell them from home.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so, Joe, what do you do as a profession?
I was doing transportation, like transporting, driving trucks. I was working long hours, got tired of that. So we wanted to start working for ourselves, and we spend every day together now. So
Okay. Okay. And so, Tina, as a realtor, how many mobile homes can a realtor buy and hold, or any transactions? How many can a realtor in the state of Texas or California? How many can you guys do? Because from what I understand, it's like a set limit.
Well, the thing is that me and Joe, we do is separate names, so we never got to the point where we have to stop. Because I know in Texas you guys have up to 10, right?
No, we have one. You can only
One?
buy.
One?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And
we
in
never
In
had
Georgia,
one.
California, zero.
in Georgia, we never had
We
that
never
issue
had
at
that.
all, and we haven't invested in Texas yet. We were just waiting on you.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right.
but we most of the stuff that we did it was all in Georgia. We did some stuff in Alabama, and there was no limit.
No
I mean,
limit at all.
sometimes I would have 10.
And in Alabama, you don't need a title.
Yeah, it's all bill of sale. But what we do is when we get the bill of sale, we would we would do all the paperwork. So we would go get the T-22 forms, and that's what it's called in Georgia, T-22B.
Okay.
And we would go ahead and get the title bond, and then we would go to the tag office and get the titles.
Oh, okay.
That's if the seller don't have the title.
If they don't have the title, yeah.
Okay. Wow. And as of today, how many deals do you guys have under your belt?
Well, we sold most of them. We only have one that we kept, but the rest we sold them all for cash.
We were gonna do like owner finance. Remember how you were doing that in the beginning?
Right.
And then you said, I'm just gonna rent for the
It's better to rent.
Forever, because it's forever income.
Right.
But we decided the mobile homes that we had, they were pretty old. We had nothing newer than 1995.
Right.
So instead of renting, we were like, if we're gonna do that, let's let it be something newer. At least 2005 and up. Where there's gonna be less issues down the line. So we decided to opt to sell. We gave them an option, if they wanted to buy them they were doing owner finance.
Mhm.
And we gave them an option. You know what? If you want to buy it out now, I know we were talking about 8% with 35K with 8% interest. We'll just go ahead and let you buy them now. Give us 25K. So
Wow.
well, we have one, the 1995 that it's a double wide. We rent that out for I believe it's 1,400 a month.
Okay, 1,400 a month, and then
Mhm.
how much of that you keep in your pocket? Because
Well,
there's a
so
lot, there's a lot rent. Uh-huh.
the lot rent's 300 and then $50 towards water. So 350 subtract from 1,400. I'm still pocketing 1,050.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Mhm.
amazing. And so Joe, walk us through that deal on how y'all found that particular mobile home.
We honestly we just looked through Facebook. We started doing like driving
Drive
for
for dollars.
dollars, something that you told us about in the
Yes.
past. You were like, why don't go to the mobile home park itself? Talk to people. We started talking to people. I was even bringing the manager's wine. I'd bring them a
Wow.
bottle of some nice red wine, and
From there, they keep
from
on
there,
giving
they
us
kept calling
more
us, and they were giving us mobile homes for like $500
to
at
free.
one point,
Sometimes we get it for
sometimes
free.
free.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just because we were nice to them, it was kind of like they were paying it forward, and we were genuinely doing that to build a
Relationship.
relationship with them. We were we wanted to be their friends. It wasn't like something that was forced upon.
Yeah.
Right, right. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. And so Tina, y'all went to the park, you start befriending the park manager, and then from that point on, did you have an issue with having a conversation with the park manager? Because I believe that's
Well,
the reason why a lot of people have analysis paralysis, because some of the park managers have gotten a bad name, you know. Had
to
y'all
be
had an
honest,
issue? Uh, yeah.
Joe did all the hard work. He talks
Okay.
to the park manager, and
Okay.
Karen and him has like issue, but another park manager, he has a really good issue with her, a really good,
So
relationship.
so
Okay.
I did have an issue with one of the park. They were it was a park management company. It wasn't a park manager on site. So we had an
Okay.
issue with one of them just because she wasn't on top of her game as far as getting new tenants in, getting their names done. But as that was the only issue that I ever had. Other than that, it's been smooth sailing. You know,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
But at one point, they didn't even want to. How sometimes the park was giving me, they were giving me mobile homes, and
Okay.
one time they didn't want to give me the bill of sale so I can obtain the title. And that was one of the issues that I had with one park management, but we were able to resolve that. So,
Wow. Okay.
mm,
And so you build a relationship with the park manager. They were giving y'all all kind of cheap mobile homes as
mhm,
low as $500. Let's talk about the $500 mobile homes.
mhm.
How much did you sell those for? Or did you have to do any rehab with those, or what happened?
So what I usually do is I go in before I even buy the $500 mobile home is even worth it because I might be sitting on that paying lot rent for 4 months. So
Mhm.
ultimately it is 500, but if you times that times the lot rent, I'm paying like 2,000 for a mobile home. So I go in there and I inspect it, and some of them are pretty bad. But what I would do is I would rip everything out because people would rather start from a fresh foundation than something that's just like they have to throw the trash away. So I would rip everything out and I would paint the walls on the mobile home. If the walls were good, I would primer them and paint the walls, and it would just be subflooring. And that's those were the $500 mobile homes that I get. They would have a lot of trash, broken windows, but I found like scapegoats out of that as far as really really cheap way to get windows. I would go to Ace Hardware, get the windows cut instead of buying a full brand new window for a mobile home.
Hmm.
So,
So,
yeah, there. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry, Joe. So I'm not understanding that. What do you mean you got the windows cut? I'm lost on that part.
So,
How does that?
Ace Hardware, you can find places that'll cut the windows for you. You just give them the dimensions, like the length and the width, and they'll cut the window for you, and then you place it in yourself.
This is only when the window is broken. We don't replace it if we don't need to. But some of the mobile homes that we invest, most of the window is broken.
Okay, got you, got
One's
you.
for 500.
Yeah.
500 mobile home. If you get a deal for a $500 mobile home, just know it's gonna be a lot of work.
Right. So y'all would kind of much gut it out, you know, fix the windows, fix whatever had to be fixed, and then you said you just would resell it with the subflooring, or
no? Yeah, I just resell it with the subflooring. Like any spots that need to be fixed, I put those in. I just resell it like that. I wouldn't go the full.
We used to.
The first one we did like that.
We went full throttle.
Full throttle, and I ended up sitting on it for a while, and I was like going into debt.
Yeah.
Got you. Because the mobile home was so cheap, and it was probably old, and then you had to have a lot of rent, and you put all that money into it, and it was hard to find somebody. Versus getting a mobile home like you guys see me and my brother do, that look halfway decent already. That's like you said, 2000 and newer, and you know you're gonna get rid of that hopefully quick. You know, so that was a good idea on you guys' part. And people don't believe somebody would buy a mobile home that just has the subflooring, but you guys have showed us time and time again that people will do it, because I mean this market is getting crazy and affordable. I mean people need affordable housing. And you guys, I've seen your social media. You guys have just been killing it. So let's talk about the hand. Do y'all get a handyman, or y'all doing all this yourselves?
I do it all myself. One man.
Wow. Us.
She helps too. She'll like hand me the hammer.
Okay. Okay.
You know, hand me a water. You know, but I usually knock it out in like 3 weeks. That's I've even did full renovations by myself, like completely changed the dynamic of it. It looked like a beach house after I was done, and I did it all under a budget of 9,000.
Wow, and that was gonna be my next question, 9,000. So you spent 5,000 for the mobile home. I mean 5,500 for the mobile home, and then you turn around and spend 9,000 for the rehab. How much could you sell it for?
After that, I sold that one in Madison for 38,000.
Wow.
And I'd like to point this out. I literally came to Georgia driving in a doesn't matter what I was driving, but it was like an old Infiniti SUV. And with our 2 dogs, I had $12,000 saved up to my name. That's all we had between the both of us. We moved from Warren County. We were paying $2,500 a month for a house, and then with their bills included, came out to about $3,800. What I would do is we would get I'm just being real. We would get a hotel. When we first went out there, we get a hotel for 3 days. I would knock out the first room, the restroom, and the kitchen on one side of the mobile home, and I would make it look fresh, and I would disinfect it, clean it up. And then what I would do is we would live in that mobile home, basically rent-free, until I fixed the other half. I would get a blow-up bed, and I would fix the other half of the mobile home, and then we would sell it. Now I doubled my money or tripled my money. Then I got 2 mobile homes, and I continued to live in them and do that until I was able to buy my own property.
Wow.
Yeah. So
y'all like amazing. Yeah. I mean,
would you want to know something?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tina.
So what he was saying, that we spend our money, but now that I know that you don't have to, you have to use credit. And we were learning how, like from your video, don't use your money, use credit. So we're learning little by little. So that's good advice. Thank you.
Right, because I saw y'all flashing that. What was it, the American Express? Y'all got that American Express card.
Yeah.
Right.
From watching your videos, I was like, why don't we try to apply for that? Because another thing that I wanted to point out is that we not only were we like basically like broke, because 12,000 isn't any type of money, but I had bad credit. We were both under 700 credit score. It was like 640 or something. Yeah. And what to most that's not bad, but for us it was bad for what we wanted to do, you know, like investing and stuff. By the end of the year, I already had, right now I have a 725. She has like a 765 credit score. And we were learning how to build our credit. We got somebody that was helping us build for that whole year. We were able to obtain the platinum Amex card, and so here we are, in Texas, waiting to meet you, in
I
person, in the flesh. So,
we gonna do that. Matter of fact, I'm sitting up here and we'll talk offline. There is a deal that I actually passed up because it was a lot of work, but Joe, it
shoot
seemed
it my
like you
way.
got some, yeah, we will definitely be talking about that offline. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
because the way you guys are doing it, oh my goodness, it's amazing. It really is amazing that you would, remodel part of it and then live in it and then, and do the other side and then turn around and sell it for like you said $38,000.
Yeah,
That's
it
just
was
amazing.
38 for that one in Madison. Yep.
This is amazing. So before I ask you any more questions, how are you guys enjoying the course? Because I tell all of my students, and you guys, I just want you to be truthful that you can contact me at any time.
That's
Is that not true?
that's so true. That's so true. And it's so worth it. Thank you so much because without that, we would have been lost.
Mhm.
And
Thank you.
I replay your video back
Yes, there's
back
some times where we're like trying to figure out something,
and we
and I'm
go
like,
back
hold
to
on,
the
hold
video.
on.
Let's go back to
Kelly
the
said
video.
this. Hold on, let's go
Thank
back and check that out. And there's been
thank you.
times too, where we call you. You'll be walking or doing your own thing, your
Yeah.
your daily exercise, and you just pick up.
Thank you.
I
Not a lot of
appreciate that. I
not a lot of
appreciate
people do
that.
that.
It's
I
worth it.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. But I'm telling you, y'all's story is just so amazing how you would live in the mobile home. I've heard of people doing that, but nobody has ever, yeah, I've never interviewed anybody who actually did that. And you got your animals there and all that good stuff. I mean, that's just an amazing, amazing story. And I knew sometimes you were in Texas, but I thought more or less y'all was in Georgia
We
and
were.
California. So
Yep.
Mhm.
Tina, where is your realtor's license at? Where is
California.
that? Is it California?
Mhm.
Wow.
So what I do is I sell home in California and I use my money in Georgia because I can't do that in California.
Right, right.
But
And
yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
can,
go back and forth, but
yeah,
not to
She
do
just sold a home not too long ago.
yeah, in
And
Yucca Valley.
yeah, in Yucca Valley, and she wasn't even there. She just
wow.
flew out to show it, came back, they
Every,
wanted it, and next thing you know, she got a check, and then
Right,
that was that.
right,
everything's online nowadays, besides like showing the properties. But other than that, like everything's online. Especially with the pandemic, it's made it so normal,
right,
so
right.
easy.
So would y'all say it's easier to, you know, conduct business on the mobile home side versus, single family home? Would you say it's easier? Because to
Mhm.
me, it seems like the real estate game, as far as a single family home, is kind of saturated. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Well, for me, it's kind of like 50-50 because I'm a realtor. So like regardless of anything, transaction is beautiful. But to start off, I think would be a mobile home because you don't need that much money. So for me, it's 50-50.
This
What
is
about you?
this is how I feel. I feel like a mobile home, if you're looking to get out of a 9 to 5, I wouldn't necessarily jump out of the 9 to 5 right away.
Right,
I would
right,
keep that 9 to 5 and then do the mobile home thing on the side. But it could be by yourself or with your significant other, right? But don't leave your 9 to 5 just yet until you get that first pickup where you're like, okay, I got the hang of it. Because yeah, we just jumped in head first. It does work if you're dedicated. Like I said, if you want to live in the mobile home that you're working on, if you want to really grind it out, sometimes we were even, if it was just too bad, we would just sleep in the car. You know what I mean? Right in front of the mobile home. Well, and you gotta work hard. You gotta want it. Is it worth it? You gotta be hungry. So is it worth it to get into the mobile home business, investing into them besides just doing like you said, regular real estate, what do you call that?
single family
Like,
home.
yeah,
Mm,
family homes, yeah, getting into the it's way easier to start. It's way easier to see your money turn around.
Less money.
And
Yes.
if you're trying to invest in the real estate,
excuse
you're
me.
gonna be looking at big loans. You're gonna be in debt big time. As vice versa, you get a mobile home, you could get for the same price you put down for a regular family home. you could get 3 mobile homes, and you could do what you want. You could rent them out, renovate them, rent them out, and then you'll have a steady flow of income coming in every month, or you could flip them for a big turnaround. So
Okay, okay. And so what challenges have y'all had? Excuse me, I'm having losing my voice. What challenges have y'all had since y'all been in the mobile home business?
I think it's Karen, the one that he discussed earlier about Karen, about, you want to tell her?
I don't want to bring her name up, but just in general, the lady that I dealt with for the management company that managed the
Uh-huh.
mobile home part, that was really the only challenge. And I'd say the first couple of mobile homes just sitting on them.
Don't put too much money in.
I put a lot of money into that's where I messed up. I put too much money in. I was like buying like not chandeliers, but I was like I was trying to make it look,
Right.
like California beach house, and I was spending all this money, and I was buying it brand new at Home Depot when I could have just went on like Facebook Marketplace and then
Right.
found it used, or
They'll do bare minimum.
or do the bare minimum, just make it livable, and make it look nice and clean. Paint goes a long way. You paint a house,
Right.
it goes a long way.
Right.
So
And then
yeah, I
and
think
then how do you guys go about checking for liens and all that good stuff?
so. Excuse me. So the way that I do it is, I go to the county website,
Mm-hmm.
and like the tax commissioner,
In
and
Georgia, we're able to do that.
yeah,
You just go on the website and then you type down the address and then they'll let you know. And plus, we call the tag office too to verify.
or I'll go directly in and talk in person.
Yeah.
I like to do that better. Like I'll go
Okay.
talk to the person directly. Is there, any liens on here, and they'll give me like this printout of like if there's any liens on the property, like you have to have a tag on your mobile home. They'll tell me
Okay.
if that's been paid. So it's just every state I feel is different,
Yeah,
but
is
it kind of
different.
goes by the same rule. You have to do your what is it? The diligence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right. And so have you guys ever wholesale whatsoever, or you guys are just flippers?
I don't know if you call it wholesaling, but sometimes we would get mobile homes, and like I said, I would just clean them out, all the trash.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you find really cool stuff in there, and I would just give it to the people. Whoever was cleaning it out, I say, look, I was gonna give you $300, but this refrigerator, it's chrome fridge, it looks pretty nice. I'll give you that, and whatever else is in there, you can have that, and I'll give you $100.
No,
And they'll do it.
no, we don't.
They'll do it. You know what I mean? Because they're like,
Yeah.
dude, this brand new TV or whatever, and I own it. It's my property now. I bought it. I'm
Right.
like, look, you can have everything in the house, and I'll give you $100 for your labor. And
Okay.
so I worked out like that. And you just try to find any way to get the cheapest outcome when it comes to cleaning them out. But that's what I would do. I get them cleaned out, and then I just sell them like that sometimes.
Okay. Okay. So, but that's not really wholesaling because you
No,
putting
no,
it in
I
your
was
name.
going to tell you that. I was
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
sorry, no, we do not wholesale.
Okay, you don't wholesale. Okay, is there a reason why you don't wholesale? Because you guys in the
We like
beginning
to
were
keep
kind
the
of
deals. We like to
you,
keep it.
you gotcha.
Yeah, we
And
like
you
to
guys know I'm not a wholesaler either. I don't really care for
yeah.
wholesaling at all. So that's great. So what is the quickest turnaround you guys ever sold a mobile home? What would you say? Because my
Um,
quickest turnaround, me and my brother was 15 minutes. What was y'all quickest
really?
turnaround?
Like
I
next
think
day.
yeah, the next day I think
We're
it was
not
in
beating,
Commerce.
yeah, commerce. We're not beating 15 minutes.
No, it's a word of mouth.
That's
Wow.
like you just bought it and like, oh, you want it here?
Yeah,
15 minutes.
Yeah. We actually was selling one of the mobile homes. We completed the deal, and I backed out of the driveway, and a family blocked me in. They said, "Oh, we
Oh
heard
wow.
you and your They said we heard you and your brother buy mobile homes," and we were like, "Yeah," and it was
We
like,
got
"Can
one
you
right
buy?
here.
Yeah, can you buy us this?" They showed us the mobile home to buy. Can you
Wow.
buy us this and put us on payments? And we closed that deal in 15 minutes. We went to the park manager's
Wow.
office and signed the paperwork, and seller financed it in 15 minutes. We didn't even have to do a rehab. We just had to put a wheelchair ramp on that particular mobile home. So that was amazing. That was
That
amazing.
was
Yeah. So how do you guys okay, so you're finding these mobile homes. How do y'all determine how much you're going to sell that mobile home for?
This is a good question. I feel like there's no way to determine. Like you can't compare. You can't compare what you just got to kind of pick a number what you feel. At this is something that you have to learn. It's more of a intuition type of feeling because you can go on to Facebook Marketplace and you can say, well, this same mobile home is going for this much, so let me drop my price to this. Nah, it doesn't work that way because I've had mobile homes that I fully renovated and they went for less than one that I just cleaned out. So I think
Yeah.
it's just about who's going to be on the market that day. I would always go high, and then work your way down. You know, you can obviously see, if you have a newer mobile home, once you've been in the game for a minute, you'll know what the price is. But I think you have to get a feel for it. It's nothing that you could compare. You can't go on
Right.
Facebook Marketplace compare. You have to have a feel for it. You have to talk to somebody like you, Kelly,
Thank you. Thank you.
and figure out, what should I post? What should I post this mobile home for? Because ultimately, everybody has a customer that'll pay. Sometimes you might have a customer that'll pay more than this customer. So
Right.
I would
Right.
just go high and then work your way down.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's all kind of charts and stuff out. But of course, you can't use that same chart in Texas as you can in California. It's just because the mobile homes in California is just crazy
Forget
price.
about
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
forget about
So
it.
yeah, I be seeing some of these charts, and some of these charts really make me laugh. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, you can't go
So
off the chart. Mhm.
yes, definitely. So how will you guys, because you got one seller finance deal right now, right? One
Mhm.
buy and hold right now. How did y'all go about screening that tenant? And what was the park looking for, as far as criminal
So
record?
yeah, of course. So this was a park management, not just a regular
Manager on site.
manager on site. The park management was in a totally different area, but they got you have to do a background. They check for proof of income, and that takes about a day or two. So
No eviction, no
no
felony.
evictions, no felonies. So they screen for everything. But like, let's say I don't have park management and I have to do the screening myself. I usually tell them go to the police station,
It's common in
and
Georgia.
pay that $40 or 15.
Mhm.
Pay that $15 for that background, and then just show me proof of your pay stubs or bank statements that you got steady flow of income coming through.
It's normal in Georgia to do that steps.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they do
Okay.
it too. They'll
Mhm.
go to the police station.
Yeah.
If they're serious, that's how you know you got a serious buyer too. They go to the police station, they're not hiding anything, and I just feel more comfortable with that all around, and I know they're gonna pay me.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know?
So have you had any issues with any tenants, not paying you or
Mhm.
anything like that? Any
Oh
issues?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have where they'll prolong the payment. They know it's due no later than a third, and they're giving me all these excuses, and that's why in this I had more rent to owns in that area, but I decided to the people who didn't
Who
pay,
didn't pay?
I said
That's it.
you could leave or I'll evict you. It'll be on your record. They decided to leave, and then I end up selling the mobile homes cash.
Wow.
So you do
Okay.
run across that more often than you think, and that's why I said this was in the beginning. Now I definitely screen everybody like to the max. They
Mm-hmm.
got to have that income. It's got to be three times what I'm asking.
Right.
Because I don't need any excuses. You can't pay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. So guys, since you got the credit card now, your life
Hmm.
is a little bit different, correct? Because now you have, business credit, right? You're not
Hmm.
using how was your life different since you got the card? And I explained to you how we use it in order. We don't want to give all our secrets away, but I explained to you how you get the money and stuff off the credit card. How has your life changed since I showed you guys how to go about doing that?
You want to answer this?
Hmm. Uh, it, it's a lot easier. I never feel like my pockets are running low. And when I say low, I say, I was able to when we left Georgia, I was able to make 200K
Mm-hmm.
and come back out. That was profit off of the year.
Mm-hmm.
200K profit, and we still had that like profit in the bank after all of our expenses throughout that year.
Wow.
So now here I am in Texas. So I say the credit now with the credit card, it feels like I'm not using my money anymore. That 200K just stays there and it just keeps building because I use the credit and then I make a quick flip turnaround and I pay off my credit card for what I used and then I put the profit in the bank.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
so
Don't
I,
use your
I'm no
money.
longer using my own money. I'm just building off of the bank's money.
Right, right.
Mhm.
And Joe and Tina, I told you guys, me and my brother were in the same situation. We had enough money for four mobile homes, and as soon as we bought those four, we were like, man, where are we gonna get some more money? You know,
Mhm.
and so yeah, we were in the same predicament. And if people don't know to use other people's money, man, you really got to do it, or you're not gonna be able to buy that many homes if you
That's
don't,
true.
you're not
Or
using some other
renovate
people.
them, you know?
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Or renovate them. Yeah, or
mhm.
pay the taxes. Or like you say, Joe, sometimes you have to you hold on to the mobile home for a month or two. You have to pay
It
that
starts
lot.
adding up. It starts adding
Yeah,
up.
it definitely starts adding up.
You'll
Definitely.
you'll be like like I said, you think you get a mobile home for a deal. Well, if you can't sell that mobile home, you could give me
Right.
a mobile home for free. And if I feel like there's no hope for this mobile home, I can't resell it as is, or
In
you
a
know,
bad
it's in
neighborhood.
especially if the neighborhood location is everything. Because I'll tell you. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we bought a mobile home in Macon. Well, we bought a few there, but the third one that we bought there,
It was
we
bad.
were renovating it. It was hooked up. I only put about 3K into this mobile home, but I hooked it up. It was nice. And
Mm.
she was in the room doing the door handle, and I was outside, and all of a sudden these guys start shooting, and I can literally hear the bullets flying past us. She comes outside, she's talking to her cousin, and the bullets are still flying. And I told her, get down. She's like, what's that noise? I was like, those are bullets flying. And you can literally see the guy shooting across to the other guy that's behind us.
They don't even live at the same park, but
And
it's so
it's
like
so
compacted that
Right.
it's flying
so
through.
so I ended up taking a loss on that
Yeah.
mobile home because I gave it back. I said, look, I renovated this mobile home. I gave it back to the seller. I was like, just give me what I paid for it. It's already renovated. You can do whatever you want with it.
So it's important about location. So
Location is everything.
yeah, don't just invest
Wow.
because it's cheap.
Uh-huh. We almost
Look,
lost our lives that day. I'm not lying. Like I was
Wow.
scared,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And you know what? It's funny you should tell that story because we actually bought a mobile home that the front doorway was somebody had took a gun to that and shot
oh,
it up. But the
mhm.
neighborhood was beautiful. They had a tennis court, swimming pool,
Oh,
speed
that's
oh,
bumps,
nice.
that's
all kind of amenities. So it was just like a freak situation. But my fear was that my brother would be there and maybe these people would come back
We'll
thinking
come
that
back.
those
Yeah,
people
it's scary.
still live.
Mhm.
That was my fear. But we
yeah.
wind up, that was just a little sweeper outer. We had to fix the door, of course, with all the bullet holes, and we wound up renting that mobile home out. So yeah, so that worked
Nice.
out very, very well for us. So, do you guys ever foresee yourselves like getting a license, being licensed to buy and sell mobile homes? Or are you guys comfortable doing what you do? Because in the state, if you're going to do business in Texas, you can only do one.
So maybe that's where we need to talk to you more,
See,
after this to see how
Mm,
we go about doing that because I don't think we've got that far. Like I said, we're here in Texas.
mm,
We're definitely going to need more than one because I
mm,
can't, you know,
right, right,
uh, and figure out how to go about that. I know with Georgia, you can just own as many as you want.
right.
or at least we didn't
But
have a
the
problem having it.
Yeah.
Right. But the good thing about it being two of y'all could at least be buy two.
Yeah,
Hmm.
One for Tina
that's
and
what
one
we
for
did.
Joe. That's or
But what
put
is
it
that?
into
Two a year, or is that just two forever?
one a year, one
For
per
each.
calendar year. Yeah, one
Oh, yeah, I
each per
can't do
year.
that.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
I need to eat.
Yeah, exactly. And people don't believe me when I tell them, except for in the state of California, I can't think of any other states. Most of them is open book, and some of them some states just ask for money. They don't even ask you to take no kind of test or whatever like that. But
Mm,
yeah.
It's kind
So
of like
just
a vehicle.
yeah,
mm.
definitely, definitely, definitely. So Guys, what do you see yourself like 5 years from now? You see yourself more doing more mobile homes, or do you see yourself in the real estate game, single family home? Where do y'all see yourself 5 years from now?
Well, I'm gonna let her.
For me, I'm gonna get my license out here for in Texas, and I'll
Okay.
do the mobile home thing. So for me, it's 50-50. I love mobile home and I love real estate. So 5 years, that's what I'll be doing. He just purchased a land not too long
Yeah.
ago.
So what I'm
Wow.
gonna do is I'm gonna build my own community. So
Wow.
I purchased like I got different spots, but it's all in Horizon City. It's a growing
It's
city
growing.
in El Paso County, and
Okay.
they're building like really nice homes, right? And so I hurried up and hopped on like 5 acres. And what I'm gonna
Okay.
do is I'm gonna build a community
Okay.
with mobile homes, but they gotta be modern.
They have to be new.
So the plot, I'm gonna get the plots ready, and then I tell people you can either build here or you could bring your mobile home, but your mobile home has to be
New.
up to date. And then I'm either gonna rent the land
Mm,
forever, right?
right.
Like sort of like a HOA type of thing.
Gotcha.
But
Smart.
but I'll have my own little community name. And I
Okay.
mean, these are just thoughts, and this is going to happen in 5 years. This is exactly what I said. Everything that I said that I would do, I manifested, and I said it out loud before it even happened. I said we're going to go to Georgia and we're going to invest. And then she brought it up to me about. Actually, she's the one who brought the mobile home thing up to me. I was thinking about going out there investing in housing, regular homes, regular real estate. She's like, no, let's get the mobile home thing going. I see what Cali's doing. Let's try Georgia. It's cheaper.
Wow. That's
And
amazing.
so, yeah, we went out there and I manifested that. We manifested it, and now we manifest Texas, and that's what we're doing.
Right,
So,
A
right.
lot to learn in Texas State.
mhm.
It's,
All right. All right. So Joe, the property that you guys bought, is it zoned for mobile homes and single
It
family
is.
homes?
It is.
it's
Beautiful.
unrestricted.
Like yeah, there's no restrictions. So,
Okay.
and I already looked it up. I have the little paper. I could put a mobile home. I could put a mobile home there. I could put a RV park there if I wanted to. It doesn't matter.
It's
Wow.
unrestricted.
So,
Wow.
but I want it to look nice because I know what that community is gonna look like. Because just down the road, they already have electricity running through there too. And so just down the road, they got really nice homes, and they're real small homes, and they just have them
Okay.
side by side, side by side. And I
Okay.
want something to complement that.
And
I
not an
don't want it to just
eyesore.
be a regular mobile home park.
Right. And
Mm.
so how much, of course, a single family home versus a mobile home versus an RV, those lot rents are going to be different. What would you say that you could get for lot rent for like an RV or a mobile home?
I
I
think we
say
have
about like 7, 8,
Okay. Wow.
in that
Wow.
area. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's raising.
Mm-hmm.
The rent over here is going up in El Paso. Now,
Okay.
this is more towards the east side of El Paso, right?
Okay.
If the west side is and the south side is kind of bad of El Paso. Those the rent there is usually around like 5 to 600
but
for a
it's
lot
bad.
for a lot rent.
But it's bad.
But I say Horizon, they got nice houses. You're going to be around a good community. I say I'd put that at 7 or 8.
Wow.
Each lot rent.
Right. And so are you guys gonna have a septic system out there, or are you gonna have
That's what we're
city
gonna have
water?
to do. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe I gotta look into it, but I don't believe I believe a lot of the places there they have septic. It's not
Right.
We gotta
it's not
figure
on
that
the
out.
it doesn't have like a sewer line, so we got to figure
Right.
that out. Hmm.
Right, right. And I like how you guys say you said you were going to do something and you went and did it. You kind of
Hmm.
will success to yourself. Wouldn't you say? You say I'm going to Georgia and I'm going to do this. I'm
We
going to Texas
manifested.
and I'm going to do this. And you did it.
We
You
had
didn't
no
sit
other
around.
choice.
Yeah, you didn't sit around pussyfooting around like I see so many people. It just irritates me so bad. I see people taking course after course, and I mean, come on, what time? At what point you gonna get up and do something? And you guys
Exactly.
did it. You
You
really
have
did
to.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You
you
have
really
to.
really did. Definitely, definitely. So do you have like any words of encouragement for like somebody, who may be having analysis paralysis or who may be trying to get in this business? Because I mean, guys, the odds were kind of against you guys in the beginning. You
It
you went to
was.
a you went to another state, barely had any money, and look at you now. I
It
mean,
I
was.
all
said,
that money you got in the bank, I'm ready to ask you for a personal loan. You know what I'm saying? Look at
A
you
hard money
now.
loan?
So,
Yeah.
so did you have any words of encouragement for somebody who might be listening?
I say if you're hungry and you want this, I say go for it. Make sure you do your homework. Make sure you get some a mentor like you. And if you want it, just do it because if you don't, you're gonna regret it.
I
And
say I'd say that um be patient, but then don't be patient at the same time. So if you want to try something different in your life, if you're tired of a 9 to 5 and you wanna own yourself in a way, you know, you putting money into yourself instead of putting money into somebody else's pocket. All the sweat, all the tears, that's all going back to you. It's not going to somebody else's pocket. I say get into the mobile home business now before prices start skyrocketing because a lot of people
are doing it.
are doing it now. And I've noticed that prices on mobile homes are going up. So I
Right.
would say, get into it now, start making a name for yourself and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make mistakes because
Mhm.
I made plenty of mistakes along the way. Don't get depressed about it and feel like you made a bad move because I've turned moves that I thought were bad into gems.
Yep.
I was like, man, I'm not gonna get depressed about this, but this was a bad decision, buying this mobile home. But I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get depressed. I'm gonna roll with the punches, and I end up coming out on top. You got to always keep a positive mind
Mindset.
frame and mindset when it comes to investing, and if you feel like you could work hard in the beginning and then see the benefits later on, it won't take that long. It only took us a year, even less than a year, like 6 months. I started seeing I didn't have to I didn't have to really work so hard to make some money. And
Right.
if you're able to pick up the game, you'll succeed in this game right here. So.
But Joe, when you say that the attitude that you and Tina had about maybe having a possible loss with a mobile home was
Mm.
because you got in at a low entry level. You know what I'm saying? What you might have lost wouldn't have been that great as if it's with a single family home. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yeah,
But
you might be out of $9,000, and nobody wants to be out of $9,000. But if you
but you're not
are,
out of 100K,
exactly,
you
exactly.
know. So you're taking
Exactly.
uh, every every investment is somewhat a gamble.
Mhm.
There are no, I want to say there are some investments. I'm gonna make some money. You already know. Once you're in the mobile home game for like a cool 6 months, you'll know. You'll see a mobile home, you'll be like, that's a gem.
Do you see the pros and
Yeah.
cons
You're
about it?
like, I already know what I'm gonna make. I already know what I'm gonna post it for. And see, that's what I said. When you post a mobile home, you gotta already have the feeling. You gotta already be in it and understand like, okay, this is what I'm gonna post it for. It ain't about comparing. It's just about knowing. You feel it. And
Right.
there's been times where I thought a mobile home would be a gem, and it's not. And have I taken losses? I don't want to say I've taken a loss. I want to say I have broke even. You
Okay.
know, I have broke even. Will you take a loss? Probably. You know, it depends. How you
Mm-hmm.
look at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could look at something. Okay, you took $1,000 loss or $2,000 loss, but you learn experience. So is it a loss? By gaining some knowledge off of that. I don't think so. I think gaining knowledge is priceless. So and then that next one, you're gonna know not to do that again. So like I said, investing, it's all about to me, it's a gamble, but you're taking less of a gamble than if you were investing in regular real estate. So
Right, exactly, exactly. So, would you guys be interested if, sharing your information as far as your contact information? You don't have to if you don't want to, in case somebody's interested in doing a JV or anything with you guys, a
Oh
joint
yeah,
venture with you
definitely.
guys. Okay, you
yeah,
want, do y'all have separate information or y'all
Yeah, we do.
yeah, we
information is
do.
the same? Okay, go ahead and share it with everybody.
Well, mine is Tina sells real estates. That's on TikTok. And on my Instagram, I think it's Tina Sell Mobile Home too. I'm not sure. I gotta have to double check with that because I don't go on Instagram like him. I go more on TikTok.
Here, we'll give you. How about this? We'll give you our numbers, and you guys. We
Oh
know
yeah.
we know Callie's good, and she's good with us. And so anybody that she has on her team, her squad, I know they're good. So my number's 949-350-8042, and her number's 714-949-7948. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys are in the Georgia area, you guys want some contacts on how to get mobile homes for cheap, we have a wholesaler that sells mobile homes out there that might be able to help you out. Like I said, a lot of these mobile homes in Georgia, Alabama, they come with bill of sale. So you're definitely gonna have to go and get a bonded title and pay the taxes and do all that. But at the end, it'll be worth it. It might sound like a headache, but it's pretty quick actually. And I have a lady who does bonded titles in Stockbridge, Georgia, and she does it the same day. So you just email her the bill of sale and
T22B.
the T22B form. When you get there, she has everything already signed off, and she does the what is it? What is it? The notary. She does notary as well, so you don't have to make a second trip.
Sorry, we got somebody messaging us. But
That's okay.
yeah, so if you need help in Georgia, we know that we know that field pretty well. So
But as far as Texas, we're still learning,
We're still
and
learning.
we got to talk to Cali some more. So
Yeah,
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 but
definitely. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Every state is different because, like you said, in Georgia, you guys are okay with bill of sales regardless of the age of the mobile home. But here in the state of Texas, bill of sales is only good for a mobile home that's, built before 1976.
yeah, that's true.
You really need the title. Now, I don't know why somebody would buy a mobile home that's with a bill of sales and it was built after 1976. There's no rhyme
I
or
did
reason why it wouldn't
actually.
have a title. Yeah.
I did that with a 1995. I have the titles right here. You want to see them?
Oh, we probably
No,
couldn't
no,
see him on this. It'd probably be
yeah.
too.
We
Yeah.
tried
But
to so
I just got the titles for that double wide, that 1995, and I got a bill of sale with that. And I was like you said, I was worried because I was reading up on that stuff too. And man, I went and got the title bond. I paid the taxes. I think the taxes were like 200 something bucks to get the tags and everything up to date. And I next thing you know, a week later, I got the title in the mail. It was two of them for each side. So
because it's double
Wow.
wide.
yeah,
Wow.
so
But every
you can
state is
do it.
different.
You can do it in Georgia because I'm living proof.
We could do it.
Wow.
But Texas, like I said, but I can't wait to jump in with Kelly and
Oh
you've
yeah.
been such a blessing to us. You don't even know. A lot of the things that we didn't know, we learned off of watching your videos
Video.
and from phone calls with you. So thank you.
Thank
Your
you.
video really helped us.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And you know what, guys? We're gonna get off of here. Now, did you guys want to talk on the telephone, or you want me to send you another Zoom link? Because I want to tell you about this one property. If you guys are interested.
Let's do it. Let's do another Zoom link or something.
Okay. All right. There you guys have it. There's my students, Tina and Joe. And I said, man, if I mess up their name, my mom and my brother go shoot me.
Real quick. We
Go
are
ahead,
living proof. Real quick, we are living proof that you can do it. We started with basically nothing. So don't think you could even do this with $5,000 or $9,000, depending on where you go. But you can do it. And if you want to make something for yourself, and you're tired of being caught up in this system and this routine of life, and you want to feel free, give it a shot. I'm telling you, the mobile home investing is the next best thing, if not the best thing, besides real estate. And you're still gonna pull in those numbers. You might even pull in more than you would sell a house for a regular real estate home. You might pull in more with the mobile home.
Right.
So don't let it discourage you. You can do it. I believe in you all. All right.
And you know what, Joe, I'm glad you brought that up. People don't believe that if it's in the same, if the mobile home and the single family home is in the same zip code and it is the same 3 bedroom, 2 bath, you could get the same rent from a mobile home you barely
You can.
paid a couple of $1,000 versus a single family home that you pay thousands of dollars. People don't, would you tell them,
You
Joe,
can.
please?
I'm pulling in $1,400 a month.
It's a double wide, so you can
And
do
in
it.
the area, a regular house is going. I saw one going for less, but mine just looked nicer. So you can do it. You can do it. It's like I said, don't put a number that you see around you. Raise your bar. Just because somebody's selling or renting their home for this amount doesn't mean that you can't rent yours for more. And then you know what you're doing when you rent yours for more and you finally get a renter. For one, if they're paying that much rent, they're usually making good money. Obviously they got to prove that. But not only that, if you're in that area, in that market, and you're trying to do business there, investing in more mobile homes, you're gonna want that rent to go higher. So you'd be the first to set that bar.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. All right,
anyhow,
guys. Go ahead, Joe. What were you gonna say? You gonna say one last thing?
no, I was just saying, set your own bars. Set your own set your own limits. There is no limit with me. Like I said, I knew. I went on Facebook. I saw what the rent was going for. When I looked, I was like, no, I'm gonna put it at 14.
Right.
Because I
Yeah.
know how much the lot rent is, and I want to have at least 1,000 minimum coming into my bank a month. So you set your own scale. Don't let nobody else set it for you.
Right.
There you go.
And the beautiful thing about mobile home investing, you pay so little for the mobile home. By the time you get a renter, the renter gives you a deposit. By the time they give you the first month's rent, your
You
mobile
get your money
home,
back,
mobile home is almost getting paid for almost immediately
half of
because
it.
you
Mhm.
you barely put any money into it. Hopefully anyway, if you do it the right way. But Joe
Right.
and Tina, I greatly appreciate
Thank
y'all
you.
coming on here, and I'm gonna send y'all a Zoom link in about 5 minutes, and we're gonna talk a little bit more offline. But guys, there you have it. Joe and Tina, I didn't know y'all whole story, how y'all was going about doing it, man, but it's amazing. It's amazing, man. Y'all
I keep
did
it.
it.
I keep it 100. I keep it
You sure
100, man.
you sure did. I mean, I really appreciate y'all getting on here. And we're gonna sign off, and
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
talk to y'all in a little bit. Thank y'all so much.
All right, peace.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.